And welcome, Hoosier fans, to another episode of the Assembly Call Halftime Report, our second halftime report. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm your host, Jerod Morris. Don't forget, as soon as tonight's game ends, we go live at the Assembly Call for the IU postgame show at assemblycall.com/live. So let's talk about that first half. It's 40-40. You want the good or the bad first? This is the Assembly Call. Let's start with the good. Indiana came ready to attack a zone tonight. You know, we'd heard a lot about how Northwestern's 2-3 zone, they were really having a lot of success with it. And Indiana's zone offense, I know it's been bad in years past, but it's been very good this season. And tonight it has been spectacular. Indiana scoring 1.39 points per possession in the first half, 9 of 14 from downtown. And they're shooting that well because they're getting good looks. You know, outside of, I think, James Blackman Jr. taking a few early shots, Indiana doing a really nice job of being patient, working the ball, making the extra pass, and it's leading to some wide open looks. Nick Zeisloft obviously has taken advantage. He's 4 or 5 from downtown. Yogi has picked his spots, and he's hit both of his three-pointers. Robert Johnson has hit both of his three-pointers. You know, the one outlier there is James Blackman Jr., who's 1 for 5. And I think the difference is he's taken a few early three-pointers that Indiana really didn't need. I think he needs to be a little bit more patient. Also, in the good, I thought was the way Troy Williams started the game. In the first 10 minutes, he had 7 points and 5 boards. He did have to go out after that. I know some people were upset at that, but Troy can't play just with that energy level for 40 minutes a game. So he did have to go out. Coach Crean let him play the first 10 minutes. But Troy wasn't really able to get in the flow after that. He only had one more rebound, didn't score again. All right, I guess we have to talk about the bad, which is IU's defense. And so we've been tracking this trend this season where Indiana seems to play really good defense in the first halves of games and hold opponents to below their season average for points per possession. Not tonight. Coming into the game, Northwestern was scoring something like 1.05 or 1.06 points per possession. They are scoring 1.48 points per possession in the first half. I laugh because, you know, laughter is better than tears. But really, I mean, Northwestern is just doing anything they want to do. Indiana not doing a very good job of stopping the dribbler. Alex Ola is getting involved. He has 10 points. You know, really outside of a couple possessions from Emmett Holt, who I thought battled him nicely. Ola really playing well. Vic Law came in off the bench for Northwestern and did a good job. You know, they're 5 of 13 from downtown, so they're certainly not as efficient as Indiana. But again, their efficiency coming on 2-pointers. If my quick math is right, they are 10 of 16 on 2-point field goals. So another team that is shooting better on 2s than they are on 3s against Indiana. And frankly, that's because so many of those shots are just easy shots. They're dribblers who just go straight to the basket without anybody stepping up. And that simply can't happen. You know, when you're shooting 9 of 14 from downtown, you should be winning, especially against a team like Northwestern that is not abnormally gifted or abnormally talented. But Indiana's defense has just been so poor tonight that they've only turned the ball over 3 times. They've hit 9 threes. You know, they're not shooting free throws very well, but I mean, 13 assists on 14 made baskets for Indiana. That's insane. And the Hoosiers are tied. So, you know, for Indiana, the keys in the second half, I think number one is get more efficient inside the arc for Indiana. The Hoosiers are 5 of 17 from inside the arc. They've missed a few, you know, seemingly easy shots down low. I think they need to convert some more of those, make their free throws. But look, you score 40 points in the first half, your offense is fine. It's defense. The Hoosiers have to tighten up. So here's my positive thought for you to end the first half and lead us into the second half. And that is that this trend has been Indiana playing really, really good. Well, really, really good. Decent defense in the first half and then playing awful defense in the second half. Maybe that's just going to be reversed tonight. And maybe the bad defense came early and the second half defense is going to be a lot better. If it is, and if Indiana stays patient on offense, this is a game they should win by 5 to 10 points, frankly. If they don't, if they let Northwestern keep doing whatever they want to do, then, frankly, they may lose this game, and Tom Crean should have a Bob Knight-style rant about guys driving by them in the postgame. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in to the Assembly Call Halftime Report. Make sure you join us for the postgame show, assemblycall.com/live, as soon as tonight's game ends. We'll be here to break it all down. Let's go Hoosiers. Let's go get a win in the second half.